Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. And in today's video we're going to be doing a match review of our hard-fought 1-0 victory against our bitter rivals Tottenham Hotspurs. But before I get into that video, guys, you know the drill. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video.
Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
So guys, we beat Tottenham, and that's reason to be happy. Anytime we can beat our North London rivals, that's great. You know, South versus North, and Tottenham fans they're unbearable. I know quite a lot of Tottenham supporters, and I have to turn my phone off, voicemail, everything's got to be switched off anytime we lose to them. So that's why them over any other team are the ones that I want to smash. And what a performance, what a professional performance yesterday. A lot of people were saying it wasn't a great performance, it was a bit of a dour match, but I disagree. I thought tactically we were spot on. We got the game down to a T, and that's all down to our new manager Tuchel. Tuchel, since he's been in there, he's changed things up a bit, and everyone is playing with more confidence, with more belief, and they all are executing his plans to the T. So that's great to see. So let's start with the team selection, and slightly different from mine. He made a couple of changes. He reintroduced Reece James at right wing back. The rest of the defence were the same. I thought he'd have brought in Kante, but no, he's happy with the Kovacic-Jorginho formation, and that worked. Both of them were superb yesterday, and he's found a system which gets the best out of both those players, so they're both immense. And Tammy Abraham was dropped, and he used Callum Hudson-Odoi in the number 10 role, so that was interesting to see, and he excelled in that position. We'll talk about him a bit later. Mason Mount retained his place, so Ziyech was on the bench, but he didn't come on, so we've got a lot of options, a lot of strength and depth. So it was, as I said, someone, Baggy TV, when I did my selection the other day, so trying to pick a Chelsea 11 now is like trying to predict the lottery. So it's just hard to know what sort of team he's going to be picking. He's not had the same 11 since he's come, so he's going to keep the opposing manager guessing, which is good to see. Yeah, so we started the game on the front foot. We were right at it from the start. We didn't give. Tottenham were very kind of passive. I thought they were, especially without Harry Kane. You knew that Jose Mourinho's dinosaur outdated tactics were going to be to play a low block and wait to try and catch us on the break. But we were creating them a lot of problems, particularly with the overloads. We had a lot of overloads on that right hand side. So most of our play was coming from the right hand side, and Callum Hudson-Odoi was finding a lot of pockets of space. So he was coming in field and causing them a lot of problems. Sometimes he was going out wide, and so that little that combination of him, Mason Mount, and Reece James was causing the left back from Tottenham, Davis. He was thinking, what can I do? Because he had sometimes he had 3 men on him, and so when Tottenham did get the ball, because they were playing so deep, they just didn't know what to do with it, and they were, especially one time Ben Davis had the ball and he's like throwing his hand up in the air. Where's the passing options? But we were on them all the time. We were closing down those passing angles, and so we just didn't give them a chance to get out. And Tottenham weren't really, they didn't come into our half, and I think it was 70% possession to 30% in the first half, and our good play was rewarded when Timo Werner went down under a challenge. Was it Davis who did it? He didn't need to. There was a tangling of feet. Timo Werner got up, and Davis just couldn't get his. Was it Davis or Dyer? I can't remember. Dyer, I think it was. Yeah, he just couldn't get his feet adjusted in time, and he brought him down. So it was a soft penalty to give away. And Jorginho came to take it, and I was thinking, because obviously Werner's got no confidence at the moment, and he missed his last penalty at 0-0. You need your most experienced penalty taker to take it, and then although Jorginho's missed 2 of his last 3, he stepped up this time, and there was no hop, skip and jump. I think it was a bit of a jump, but then he put a bit more power into it this time. Lloris guessed the right way, but such was the power that Lloris couldn't get to the ball. So that was 1-0 Chelsea, and sometimes when we go 1-0 up, it's a case of the other opponents are going to come back, but this is like got the old Jose himself, when Jose was our manager at first at Chelsea. When we went 1-0 up, it was game job done, because the teams just couldn't come back at us. And that's the way it's kind of feeding now. If we take the early lead, then it's going to be hard for teams to come back at us. Yeah, the one disappointment from the first half was Thiago Silva's injury, because Thiago Silva had another majestic performance. He was so strong. He was up for this match. You could tell he was determined. He was just intercepting, and he made a couple of last-ditch interceptions. But this one, he tried an acrobatic overhead kick to clear the ball. He stretched himself a bit too much, and it looked like he's pulled something. Hopefully it's not an hamstring. We'll know more about it. We'll know more about it today when he goes for a scan. So we're hoping that it's not too serious, and we're hoping that he can come back. Maybe not to Sheffield. Tuchel said the Sheffield United game is probably going to be too early for him, but hopefully he'll be back for some of the games ahead. We've got this game, then I think we've got an FA Cup to play. So if he has to miss 1 or 2 weeks, then that may be okay. But we don't want him missing a big chunk of the season, because he's a very important player for us. Second half though, Tottenham came out. It had the feel of the League Cup game, because I remember Tottenham in the first half in that game were a bit passive and not doing a lot, and in the second half they came and they stepped up a bit. They moved up the field a bit more, and they pressed us, and we just couldn't get out, and we weren't, and so they were stifling us a bit with a higher press. And it was similar yesterday. They came out and they moved up the field just a bit more, and they tried to stop us from passing out from the back. And for the first 10 minutes, we couldn't come to terms with it, and Tottenham was starting to enjoy a lot more possession, and it was difficult for us to play out. But then, that lasted 10 to 15 minutes, and then Chelsea got back into their rhythm again, and we kind of controlled the rest of the game. Tottenham had a few chances, especially when they brought on their substitutions. Lamela came on and looked lively. Moore had a shot which was over the bar, and we had a shot by Lamela, which brought the first save. It came in the 72nd minute, I think it was, or 77th minute was it? Might have been 77th minute, yeah. And this was the first save Mendy had to make since Tuchel has been our manager. So it's a fantastic stat. 3 games in, the first shot on target has come in the 77th minute. And then we had a scare towards the end where I think it was Lamela again who put in a cross. Was it Lamela or the moment Aurier actually? He's put in a cross, and Vinicius Junior should have done better with a header. He got up very well. I thought it was in actually from the angle. I thought, no, but it just went flying past the post, and we survived that. And after that, Tottenham didn't really have any chances. So another, as I said, professional performance. It wasn't a swashbuckling performance, but we did the job we did what we had to do. As I said before, the players are playing with a lot of belief now, and I did say if we can beat Tottenham, it will give us a lot of confidence going into our next few games. Sheffield United are not going to be easy. Someone on the phone that I was on yesterday said we're going to win 6-0. Not going to be overconfident because Sheffield United are coming into a bit of form now. Obviously they can't play Ethan Ampadu because he's been one of their standout players during their good run, because obviously he's on loan to us, so hopefully that will not having him in there and having to adjust their defence will maybe work to our advantage. But we still have to play on top of our game. Tuchel, I don't think that's going to let standards slip anyway, so I'm hoping that we can put in a decent performance. So good start for Tuchel, but I was guilty of it yesterday, saying now the guys are playing with proper tactics, we can see the difference, but forgetting that Frank Lampard did take us on a 13-game unbeaten streak, and during that we went 6 or 7 games without conceding, so and everyone was talking about he's doing well, but then obviously the blip. For me, Tuchel, I'll judge Tuchel when we go through a bad patch, how he gets us out of the bad patch as well, because when things are going okay, it's always so good to say, but this manager's brilliant, but it's how we react to a defeat, or a couple of defeats, which is key. What does the manager do to get the guys back, to build up their confidence again? You know what this Chelsea team is like. When things are going well, football's decent, but when you start to struggle, heads go down, and it's about how to motivate them again. So it'll be interesting to see how we can motivate them. Well, if I'm hoping things don't go wrong between now and the end of the season, but if things go wrong between now and the end of the season. And someone made a good point actually. Someone from Twitter. I'm not going to steal this. I'm not going to give myself the credit. I can't remember who the guy was. I was scrolling through Twitter yesterday, and he said because it was on the back of the comment that Tuchel made in his press conference about in periods of the game we had to suffer with the successes, and that brought back memories of Antonio Conte, because Antonio Conte used to keep going on about suffering, etc. And he said that we've got a manager who's a hybrid of Conte, Sarri and Lampard, and that's a great description actually. I love that description, because obviously we've gone back to the 3 at the back, which was, as we know, was introduced by Antonio Conte, and obviously the terminology such as suffering, etc. was by him. Possession-based football, again yesterday, as I said, first half 70% of the ball. When he first came to Tuchel, we had 800 of passes in our first game, and that was a record, I think, in Premier League football. And that what is Sarri based his game on, the possession-based football. So and he's also getting the best out of Kovacic and Jorginho, and Jorginho under Sarri was superb, and he's now seeing the Jorginho that we saw under Sarri, and he's having faith in the youngsters like what Frank Lampard used to do. Callum Hudson-Odoi has been the main beneficiary of this appointment, because he's first time I think since he's been playing for Chelsea that he's had back-to-back games. If I'm wrong, just let me know in the comment section, but I can't remember him playing 3 games in a row before, and he's playing with a lot of confidence now, and we're seeing the best out of him. Now finally seeing the best out of him. Trying to choose a man of the match is difficult, because Jorginho, as I said, outstanding. Kovacic was outstanding, and Callum Hudson-Odoi was outstanding. But my one gripe before I go was the fact that we still need to be more clinical in front of goal, because in front of goal we're not producing. Because my worry was that Tottenham may score an undeserved equaliser, because Chelsea, when they were in good positions, didn't kill the game off, and Vinicius Junior nearly did that to us. It's just about making the right decisions, because Kovacic, as good as he was yesterday, he ran through on goal. To the right he had Pulisic, I think to the left he had Werner, but he tried a shot, it's a silly shot, under pressure, and he knows that he's not great at shooting, so that was a chance that went big in. I think Pulisic, once he was running through, Reece James was free on the right, but again he made a wrong decision. And even sometimes we're not shooting directly at a Tottenham player. Some good blocks, but sometimes we need to get a better angle before we get the shot off. But it's just those finer details that we need to brush up on, and then that way I'll be more confident of us mount in a challenge next season, but we just have to be clinical and take those chances if we want to be a force again. But that's me. Just obviously, most of the game was positives, but I had to throw in that negative. So that's it, guys. Your turn. Please comment below. Let us know. Let me know what your thoughts were of the game. Who's your man of the match? Are you confident that we can now reach top 4, or do you think we left it too late? And don't forget, guys, to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified whenever we make a new video. Until then.